Ask anybody in the building. They say they're Super Bowl bound. A playoff win will do that for you. Coach has to keep everyone focused. They'll need 2 more wins first.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. New Orleans offense set to take over. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for the Saints.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Will be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a long stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. 26 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis part of it. With every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who stay healthy, they welcome the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the same. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're all strung together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Velo. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. So players shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 8. The man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brown. Past the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Brown will dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 to 12.
He's out of bounds.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Brown. And he's got it. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Saints 1st down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brown. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Again, the third catch of this first half for him, and this was a first down.
First and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Kamara up the middle. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 44 yards rushing for him now at this point. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. From the 43, here's second and a yard. Looking to throw. Brown. Flush to his right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Saints.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, Gavin.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Brown. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
How about got a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here. This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
13 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
Akers diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle. From the 33, here's second down at 7.
Let's go.
They'll go again here with Akers. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Brown eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Brown. He gets it to Cooks. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown able to find the open man. That's complete. And we're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go play action here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run here with Akers. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the black fans yelling, bring them out.
offense back out and ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go, shot.
A give up the middle to Akers. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 5.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Brown. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Brown. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something else. Saints coming out now to take the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter.
Ready up.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
By James Bradbury. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Let's go.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and 4.
Hawk 70. Go.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 37-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
this a 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long.